Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy, who is in though? And we back talking sports. So, Jonathan Kuminga has not been playing the last couple of games. Jonathan Kuminga has not been playing the last few games. And a lot of people are trying to wonder why. Why isn't Jonathan Kuminga been in the lineups after Steve Kerr obviously said that he doesn't fit with Jimmy, Dre, and everything like that? But these two games where Kuminga got a DNP, if you are a Warriors fan, this has had to open your eyes on how much Kuminga is needed by this team. Regardless if we're gonna keep him next year or whatever it may be. This should open your eyes to tell you how much Kuminga is needed by this team in order to win the championship. It was so many plays last night that Kuminga, where Guy Santos was in the dunker spot. Uh, who else? Draymond was in the dunker spot, and so on and so forth. Where if that was Kuminga, I believe he would have finished those, you know what I'm saying, missed layups or things of that nature. Kevon Looney was getting killed. What's going on? Kevon Looney was getting absolutely obliterated, bro. And Draymond was in foul trouble. And you know what Steve Kerr decides to do? It's SGA for me, but we're not talking about that. Um, he decides to put Draymond back in the game with 4 fouls instead of putting Kuminga in, knowing that he can help us against teams like this. Kuminga has been rebounding the ball pretty good, which we needed rebounding last night. Guy Santos, I love his effort. I love his effort. Sometimes he is a liability. If he has not been being able to get the rebounds, I love his effort. Don't ever get this wrong. But if he is not able to get rebounds, he is kind of useless. He gives effort on the defensive end, but he gets blown by. Looney, he not rebounding no more, so he's getting killed in the interior. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Shout out to Durple. He's getting killed in the interior. So it's like, bro, Steve Kerr at some time, bro, we gonna have to be honest, bro. Depending on how this season goes, I love Steve Kerr like the rest of the Dub Nation. But at some point in time, we're gonna have to be honest about Steve Kerr. How many draft picks we didn't had where they don't develop here and they go somewhere else? Jonathan Kuminga has had appreciated. Listen, it's been I don't know how many times where this year where Steph has been out and Kuminga has had to come in and play the number one. It happened against the Rockets. He did it twice, and we beat the Rockets. People act like they forget that. Steve Kerr with these 3 guard lineups, bro. I understand we gotta play small and everything like that, but these 3 guard lineups are killing us on the boards. When we play against Houston and stuff like that, we're going to have to play small ball in spurts, but we're going to have to get some size in there. You're going to have to play Kuminga. You're going to have to, bro. Like, it doesn't make any sense not to play Kuminga in this series with Houston. He's one of the only other players that has the physical gifts to get to the hole on damn near anybody. Athleticisms. He don't have to shoot threes. Fuck that. Take the Jimmy Butler approach. But the fact that Kuminga is getting DNPs and I'm looking at the games on where Kuminga could be used, but see, Wiseman, the thing with Wiseman is Wiseman was kind of injury prone and he wasn't showing the flashes that Kuminga showed. No way, no how. What's good? What's good, Motion? I just don't believe that. I just don't believe that Steve Kerr is managing Kuminga right. I don't. I understand people want to get on Kuminga at his basketball IQ and everything, but let me ask y'all this question. What about Buddy Hield basketball IQ? He's been in the league way longer than Kuminga. And Buddy Hield ain't half as talented as Kuminga. And then if you do want to trade him, you hurting his value by having him on the bench. Paz played 25, 30 minutes last night. He was 1 for 7. Some of those minutes could have went to Kuminga. Paz did not have it last night. Some of those minutes could have went to Kuminga. You got Draymond in the game with 4 fouls. It's a reason he fouled out. That last foul was absolutely disgusting and dumb as hell by Draymond. It just doesn't make any sense, bro. And Steve Kerr, you on a hot seat, buddy. You're not gonna get fired. They're not gonna fire you. But Dub Nation gonna be on your damn head. They're not gonna fire Steve Kerr. I'm not saying Steve Kerr is gonna be fired and stuff, whatever like that. But we're going to be on your head. That don't mean the Dub Nation is gonna be all behind you. If you muck this up and don't play Jonathan Kuminga in this series, or put these dumb ass lineups out here, it was a lineup I seen where somebody else was talking about this too, where it was Looney, GP2, Guy Santos, Looney, GP2, Guy Santos, Steph, and I forget who else. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You have Guy Santos, GP2, Looney, Curry out there, and I'm trying to remember who the 5th player was. It wasn't Moody. It was another player. I can't remember who it was. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, you have no creation out here, no playmaking out here. Steph basically got to spoon feed everybody else and try to score. Like, what are you doing, bro? There's no spacing out there. Zero spacing. It's been making me mad, like, a lot. Like, and Houston ain't the Grizzlies. Steve Kerr need to understand that. Houston is not the Grizzlies, bro. If they're going to top lock and face guard Steph Curry, we are going to need Jonathan Kuminga because he is going to be the one. He can take physicality. He can take the hits. I did a video on my channel, on my second channel, Real Hendo Reactions, about the Rich Paul. Go check that out. I did a reaction. I actually shared it in the community. You can go check that out on what I talked about in the Rich Paul incident. I'm back doing reactions. I said, hey, what the hell? But yeah, I talked about the Rich Paul situation on my other channel, Real Hendo Reactions. Go subscribe. We had 80 subscribers, so go check that out. I definitely talked about that. But yeah, he's a goofy. He's trying to rewrite history. But yeah, Steve Kerr, you got to get it together, bro. I don't know what he cussing at Steve Kerr for. He was the one with the stupid ass fouls. I hope he was cussing him out about putting him back in the game and not playing Kuminga. Cause it makes zero sense, bro. Is he such a lineup clunker that he can't be played 10, 15 minutes? He don't fit so bad within the lineup that he can't play 15 minutes. That's basically what he's telling us? That is basically what Steve Kerr is telling us. He is such a bad fit with that lineup with Jimmy and Dre that he can't be played. And it's not like we way better without him. You saw the last two games. And to be honest, that Draymond foul hurt us a lot. We were up 6. Easy foul, no time coming off the clock. 2 free throws, now they down 4. We could have played great defense and got the ball back and extended the lead. But Draymond with a dumb-ass foul. Draymond makes dumb-ass plays too. But Draymond got seniority. And he also makes great, smart-ass plays as well. Bro, don't even talk to me about that bum-ass boy. He's a bum, bro. He's a bum. I've been done with Buddy since... I'm going to be real with y'all. I've been done with Buddy since, like, December. He was too inconsistent for me. I've been done with Buddy since like December. I already know what he was. I was hoping that he would be something different, but nope. My boy, time. I got a video coming on my boys. Letting y'all know I will be streaming all the Knicks Pistons series and the Warriors Rocket series. You know I'm gonna talk about the other series, but you know they're my team, so I will be doing those. So all Pistons fans, all Warriors fans, tap in with me. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't gonna be able to. My reach is not as strong because they got me demonetized. You know what I'm saying? So tap in with me. Share this video. Share this live. Share the Rich Paul video on my other channel. We getting it in. He probably gonna have to get out of here, bro. We ain't paying him the max. What I'm hearing is he want the max. That's not what he getting from us. But the way that Steve Kerr is doing him is ridiculous. He doing him just like he's doing like he was doing Jason Tatum. Like is getting to every bro. I didn't heard the same thing from like 5 different content creators and different shows on ESPN. Why didn't Jonathan Kuminga play? They're gonna need Jonathan Kuminga. Yeah, they're gonna have to play Jonathan Kuminga. Everybody's saying the same thing. People that's been played in the NBA, coached in the NBA, content creators, people that, you know what I'm saying, like me that don't even, that play basketball but never, you know what I'm saying, was on that type of level. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that you're going to need Kuminga in this series. And that Kuminga should have played last night. Yes, sir. Pistons and 7. I did go check out my predictions live I did a few days ago where I predicted everything. I'm gonna actually show y'all my bracket. I'm gonna share my bracket and everything, but yeah, man, it shit is crazy, bro. And all of y'all that's talking about Kuminga and like the shit on Kuminga and everything like that, you make no sense because he's the one that has the highest upside of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy how we forget that those games where Steph was out versus Houston were the difference because we lost those other two games without Steph with Jimmy Butler, but we beat the Rockets twice and we beat New Orleans without Steph. Who was on the floor? Pods, Kuminga, who was leading the show. Kuminga. Those three victories mattered because we dropped so many stupid ass games. Y'all ain't looking at it like that though. Man, he gonna be better off somewhere else. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm just being honest. They mismanaged Kuminga. I'm not saying Kuminga did everything right, and he still has a lot to work on. But to not give him the opportunity, bro, to help us in one of the most important games where they didn't play a lot when we won the championship. So at least give him the opportunity. Whatever happens in the offseason happens. If we let him go, we don't sign him back because he won a max contract, cool. But allow him the opportunity, bro, to build his name up, to build his quote unquote trade value, or to show that he's really ready. He couldn't do no worse than what they was doing out there last night. I think if Kuminga was out there, it would have did us some good. Shit is crazy, bro. When Guy Santos is getting more minutes than Kuminga, we have a problem. I'm sorry. I love Guy Santos uh commitment, you know what I'm saying, hustle and everything, but there's no way in no game should Guy Santos get more minutes than Kuminga. I don't give a damn what game we playing. That shit is unacceptable, Steve Kerr. That's unacceptable, bro. A guy who was on the end of our bench up until like 2-3 months ago, bro. And I'm not saying that he don't help us, but that shit is disgusting. No way Guy Santos should have more minutes than Kuminga. What are we doing? Salute, Gideon. What's up, my boy? Like, what are we doing here, bro? But oh man, this shit is just crazy, dog. That too. When Buddy Hield is getting more minutes than Kuminga, we got a serious problem. You funny, Gideon. You bringing me back. It is, man. And I'm afraid, and I'm just finna say it. I'm afraid Jonathan Kuminga is not gonna reach. He's not gonna reach his potential in Golden State. He's gonna have to go somewhere else, man. As much as I want him to reach his potential, it's either that or it's not gonna happen until Steve Kerr is out of here. It's either gonna be Steve Kerr or him. And Steve Kerr got us 4 championships. So it's really not gonna be Steve Kerr. Although I'm not that high as Steve Kerr as a coach as everybody else is. I'm not saying he's a horrible coach, but it's pretty easy to win championships when you got KD, Steph, prime KD, Steph, prime Iggy, prime Draymond. You know what I'm saying? The 2022, I guess I can give him that, but I mean, the players play a lot of niggas didn't play good in the finals. But I mean, Steve Kerr is a great coach, but he ain't as good as everybody as I think he is. I think Curry got a lot. I think the big three got a lot to do with that. This having the greatest shooting backcourt ever got a lot to do with that. Having one of the most unique defenders ever got a lot to do with that. What Mark Jackson put in place got a lot to do with that. All he did was instill a motion offense and get Curry off of the ball as a traditional point guard. That's all he did. I promise you, that's all he did. Go look at the year before Steve Kerr came. Stephen Curry averaged 8 assists. He was on the ball more as a traditional point guard and stuff. That's all he did. Oh yeah, that's facts. He's terrible at developing talent. He's terrible. He's a terrible. Unless you're like smarter than the average rookie and can pick up on it like quick, like Quentin Post. Quentin Post is smarter than the average rookie. Quentin Post is what, 24, 25, about to be 25. Quentin Post is, you know what I'm saying, he can pick up on it quick. But if you need time, he's terrible at developing players. Terrible. And that's why I say I'm unsure about the future of Golden State after Steph. Because Steph is closer to the end than the beginning. So is Draymond. So is Jimmy. We don't have a franchise player on the come up. I think Kuminga is great. I don't think he's franchise player. We have to find one. Pods is not it for y'all crazy people out there saying that Pods is not the franchise player. He's a good player. But we have to find one. That's sad, bro. It's just the refs sucked on both ends. I ain't gonna lie. It was a lot of missed calls on both ends. A lot of just trash shit going on, bro. These refs have been awful. It's sad though, man. It's sad, but that's my 2 cents on the situation and everything. Warriors play Saturday or Sunday. Got a couple days off. Steph can rest that thumb. Jimmy can rest that quad. You know what I'm saying? Draymond could think about the dumb shit he did in that fucking game. Hopefully the young boys could, you know what I'm saying, rest. Cause I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not making excuses, but I personally think they was just tired. I think Pods was tired. I think Moody actually shot the ball well. He was 4 of 7, but he didn't shoot it well from 3. But I actually think that they was just tired, honestly. I think Jimmy and Steph, they had it because they veterans. They know what it takes. They know what time it is. I think that they was tired. Quentin Post was a little fresher. GP2, he was a little fresher. And I think Moody and Pajinski been playing a lot of minutes. And I think that they was just like kind of tired and stuff like that. Now, if they play the same way in game 1, then we got a problem. Then we gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, something gonna have to happen. But I think they was just kind of probably a little winded, a little tired. And I think this break is gonna do them very well, especially for the older guys, but I think the young guys too. I think this break is gonna do very well for them. And I think they come out, you know what I'm saying? I think they come out with a lot of energy in that game 1 because they're gonna be on the road. But they have a winning record on the road. So Golden State has been pretty good on the road, but this is the playoffs, and we got veterans. We got veterans. You know what I'm saying? Moody has been in the playoffs. Pajinski hasn't, but Moody has been in the playoffs before. He know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? He's not no rookie no more. If they should play Kuminga. Kuminga has been in the playoffs before, and the young guy showed up in that play-in game last year. So let's not forget that. Quentin Post, I believe Quentin Post is ready. That play-in game last night showed me what I needed to see from Quentin Post. I believe Quentin Post is ready, personally. So I got Dubs in 6 as well. But I won't be surprised if it goes 7. If it does go 7, I won't be surprised. But I got Dubs in 6. And honestly, we are favored. We the 7th seed, but we favored. That's only the second time in, like they said, like 30 years that has happened. So no, it's the same shit happened last time. We got a big lead on Memphis, and then some way, somehow, they start killing us in the paint. We start missing, and they clawed their way back. It's always a great game between Memphis and Golden State. People overreacting on these shows like Nick Wright and these other bums. Like Memphis wasn't a top 4 or 5 seed for most of the year. Like that shit is it's ridiculous, bro. But we gonna see what we gonna see what his king and the Lakers do against the Timberwolves, because that's not gonna be an easy series. I don't know why y'all think that's just gonna be a 4, 5, 6 game. Like, bro, that's gonna be a grueling series. Minnesota got the size to match up with them. Like, come on, bro, y'all ain't ready for that. And if you think Curry finna have 3 points again, you out your damn mind, boy. You out your damn mind if you think Curry finna have 3 points. That was a regular season game. This is the playoffs. It's different. Jimmy, different. He better play Kuminga, bro. I swear to God, bro. If Kuminga don't play in that first game, bro, I swear to God. The play-in is tonight. Yeah, I know who really happy they don't got to play the Wolves, the Nuggets. But see, here's the thing: the Nuggets got to play a team that's similar. I think the Clippers gonna beat the Nuggets. I don't think the Nuggets got enough on a bench, and I don't think they got the defense. And the Clippers' defense is very tough. Very tough. Very tough. Only, I'll be real, only the elite of the elite is dropping 25, 30 on the Clippers. Like Steph Curry, and he struggled at times against the Clippers, but he dropped 30 on them. Like a Jimmy Butler, you know what I'm saying? He dropping 25, 30 on them. Only the elite of the elite scorers is really dropping 25, 30 against them. Jokic gonna have to deal with Zubac on the defensive end. Now he not gonna shut down Jokic, but he's going to give him problems. Thank you, Suplex. You need to tell Steve Kerr that shit, bro. I like the Bulls, but they ain't got nothing for Cleveland, bro. That would be the upset of the decade if the Bulls was to upset the Cavs. Because I think the Bulls gonna beat the Heat. But they might not. But I think they will. The play-in is tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about what? I want to say in about an hour. Zero answers for Jimmy. I'm telling you, bro. 7:30 Heat Bulls. I will be watching that. I think the Mavericks should punt on this season. They injured. Even if they do win the game, they got to go play the Grizzlies. I think they should just let the Kings win this game. I'm going to be real with you. Yeah, Heat versus Bulls is definitely going to be a good one. I'm on his ass, Gideon, because I don't believe he's a number one anyways. So I'm on his, like, no Diddy. I'm on his head. But that's not going to happen, though. That series might go 5, maybe. I just don't trust the Cavaliers to win a championship. I think they could get there, but I don't see them beating Boston. I don't see them beating Boston. I think they're going to have trouble with the Pacers if they come out. Personally, is Harden going to show up, though? If Harden shows up, it'll be one of the... If Harden don't choke and shows up with Kawhi next to him, the Clippers were going to be dangerous. Because while I don't believe in Harden at all, Harden is a generational player. I give him that. I've never seen anybody foul bait like him, bro. Anybody. And he got a jumper. Straight cash. You cannot leave him open. But I've never seen anybody manipulate the refs like James Harden. Not even Shea. Shea ain't got shit on what prime Harden used to do. This nigga used to be dropping 50, 22 free throws and shit. 17 free throws. Like, it was crazy. And I hated his game. But he used to be balling. He's a phenomenal passer. To me, he's an overrated scorer because all he do is shoot threes, get to the line, and lay up. His mid-range is But I give it to him. If I take that out, he is one of the best scorers. I don't know. Is it James Frauden? Is Frauden back? I don't know. It's James Harden right now, but let's see. I don't need y'all to be coming to my comments. Oh, well, James Harden dropped 40. Just wait. Wait till a game 6 if they down 3-2 or they up 3-2 and see what he do then. If he don't drop a stinker then the curse is gone. But I just don't believe it. And he played for the Clippers. When has the Clippers ever won anything, bro? I don't believe in them. Shout out to my brother BJ, though. They would beat us, though. I'll tell you straight up. They would beat the Warriors. I would pick the Warriors in 7 because I'm going with my team. But they would beat us because they've been beating us. Zubac is X Factor. The same way Anthony Davis used to kill us. And Kawhi is amazing. But Curry cancels Kawhi out. And Harden, Jimmy Butler cancels him out. It's Zubac is where it's just like, dog. You know what I'm saying? But Pajinski, he kind of canceled him out because he had like 20, but it's the rebounds is what really killed us. So I like the Clippers, though. This is the best Clipper team I done seen. I think this team is the best team since probably the 2020 team. They got depth. They got Zubac. They got okay. You got Kawhi. You got Harden. You got Zubac. You got Norman Powell, who's a good player. Terrence. No, I forgot. They traded him. Damn. Yeah, Ben Simmons is trash. I'm not even counting him, bro. Chris Dunn has been pretty good. They got Bogdanovich. Yeah, they got Bogdanovich. They got a little depth. It ain't overwhelming. They got a little depth, but they got really good defense though. They got a really good defense. Real talk. But yeah, that's true. Our bench is on and off, but when it's on, nigga, we can beat anybody. And Pa's been more consistent than inconsistent the last like 3 months. Pa's didn't have more on games than off games. He was off versus the Grizzlies, but they had one day off, and they've been playing like rigorously nonstop. You know what I'm saying? With maybe 1 or 2 days off. They needed a little extra rest. He got about 4 days off. They should be good. The game one will tell me what's going on, bro. Because if he come out and rusty and everything like that, then we're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna be real with you. But Steve Kerr, you need to get it the fuck together, bro. They didn't pay you all this motherfucking money, bro. And you still don't know how to develop fucking talent, bro. It's crazy. The disrespect to Kuminga, it shouldn't be even like it's not warranted, bro. Get his man some burn, bro. The man is uber talented. I know he makes mistakes. I know, but I'm gonna be real with you. Draymond mistakes be pissing me the fuck off just as much. Steph's not so much. I know Steph will calm it down. His be with the turnovers. Draymond, it'll be turnovers, fouling, barking at the ref after you done already got a technical and shit like that. In key moments when he knows how important he is to us. That is why I get so mad, because Draymond is literally the second most important player on the team. I know I love Jimmy. I love Jimmy Butler. Without Draymond, we go nowhere, nigga. Let that be known right now, bro. He be pissing me off. I got a love-hate relationship with Draymond. I believe Draymond is a first ballot Hall of Famer when he retired. I don't care what nobody say. Draymond is a top 10 defender of all time on my list, especially if he wins the DPOY. But on the other end, Draymond is a fucking bonehead at times. And I think he disrespects Steph Curry by all the LeBron glazing he does. Knowing their rivalry. He glazes him way too much, bro. But the end all be all is we need his ass on the damn floor. He don't get fouled out, bro. We probably win that game, bro. Like by 8-9 points. Double digit lead. If he don't foul like a jackass. Like, you gotta come on, bro. Come on, man. He smoked layups in back-to-back games. He smoked a layup in the Clippers game. Down 2, and this nigga trying to draw a foul. I'm thinking to myself, if that was Kuminga, he would have went right up and got a dunk, nigga. He would have dunked that bitch. This nigga Draymond trying to draw a foul, kicking his leg out and shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? No, I'm saying he smoked a layup in the Grizzlies game too. It ain't matter because it was during the game, but the shit was just ridiculous. I was mad at Steph because he should have brought that one down and then went back up with the lay. He was trying to go up and catch it at the same time. Steph ain't that athletic. But Draymond, he trying to draw a foul, kicking his leg out. Like, what are you doing? Go up. Bro, it's textbook. Hit it off the fucking square, bro. Easy, bro. Come on, man. That changes the game. The game is tied. We get another stop, bro. Then we got a chance. Maybe we could, like, come on, bro. Then we wouldn't even have to be playing in it. We wouldn't even have to play in the play-in. But I guess it did work out because we play in Houston. We won, so I'm going to leave all that behind us. This is the playoffs. We locked in. And people like Pajinski just got to have a bounce back game. Moody got to give us more offensively. I have nothing to say defensively. Moody has been the best perimeter defender on our team for the last 3-4 games. Yes, I said it. Moses Moody has been our best perimeter defender in these last about 2-3 games. No, Buddy need to sit his ass on the bench. That's all Buddy need to do right now. Kuminga should be getting Buddy's minutes. I don't give a fuck if he can't shoot. I don't want Buddy Hield playing more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I am through with Buddy Hield, bro. Absolutely done. It ain't even got nothing to do with him, inconsistent and everything. He makes the dumbest plays ever. From contested threes on transition buckets to throwing a pass to the fucking crowd on the fucking transition. To being inconsistent. It's the whole thing, bro. But mainly the dumbass bonehead plays he makes. When he threw that pass on the transition into the crowd and I seen Steph run up to him, I said, bro, you rarely see that. Steph get out of pocket and check one of the teammates. That's how dumb that play was. That's how dumb that play was. Steph ain't. I can't recall Steph doing that with Pods, Kuminga, Moody, none of them. I'm gonna be real with you. And Buddy Hield been in the league like damn near 10 years. So while we talking about Kuminga is not a smart player, Buddy Hield not a smart player. I'm gonna just say this. We play Kuminga, this could be a 6-game series. If we don't, we could lose in 7. I'm gonna say that. I would pick us in 7, but we could lose in 7 without Kuminga playing in this series. I'm just letting you know that straight up. So Steve Kerr, you better get it the fuck together, bro. He's stupid, bro. He plays stupid basketball a lot. This man, he'll do something like, okay, ball here, ball here, ball here. This man to chuck up a contested 3 with 13 seconds left on the shot clock and shit. Like, then next game he go for 20 points, 8 of 11 from the 3 and shit like that. Like, you get tired of that junk after a while. And I'm more so irritated with the dumb plays than the inconsistency because I've been knew that's who Buddy Hield was. When he is on, we win. And I never like his ball handling been getting better over the course of the year, but I don't want to see him bringing the ball up. I don't want to see him trying to create off the dribble. Like, no, you catch, shoot. That's what you do. That's it. You stay your ass in the corner. I think if Ja is good and everything, I think the Grizzlies pull that one out. Unless Zach and DeMar have one of those nights. If Zach LaVine and Lamar, if Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan have one of those nights, they can take over the game and win that game. They played the Clippers close. I think it's gonna be a close game. I'm with you. If the Kings win, I won't be surprised. If DeMar and Zach LaVine have one of those nights, it's GG's, bro. Cause I love John Morant. He don't score like them boys. He don't score like them. I love John Morant. He don't score like them boys. I didn't seen DeMar put up back to back to back to back 40-point games. I didn't seen Levine put up 50, 55. I didn't see him put up 10 points in like, you know what I'm saying, 12 seconds. Just Zach LaVine turned himself into a hell of a player. So, you know what? You know what? I'll go Kings. I'm with you, Suplex. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm going Kings. Yeah. Because I think they're going to have one of those nights. I think they're going to have one of those nights. If they do what Curry and Butler just did, yeah, it's GG's. And then you got Sabonis you got to worry about. And Edie ain't got shit for Sabonis. Edie slow as hell. I don't care that he's 7'4". Sabonis like what, 7'1". He finna abuse him down there. You might be right. You got Zach LaVine, you got DeMar, you got Sabonis. Yeah. Yeah. I like Keon Ellis too. I like him. He a good defender. They probably gonna put Keon Ellis on Ja Morant. And Keon Ellis is a really good perimeter defender. I think the Kings can win that game. I'm gonna roll with the Kings. I'm gonna switch my pick. I'm gonna roll with the Kings. But if the Grizzlies win, I'm gonna be like, shit, hey, that was my pick at first. So, but it don't affect my team, so it really don't matter to me. One of them niggas going to lose to OKC anyways. I think Sacramento will have a better chance versus OKC than the Grizzlies because I think Jaren Jackson Jr. is getting in foul trouble because he gonna have to guard Chet. He getting in foul trouble. Uh, and who they gonna put on SGA? Jalen Wells is injured. They have nobody for SGA. Nobody. Scottie Pippen Jr., that's food. That's food. Sacramento, I actually think they have a better chance. You know what I'm saying? Keon Ellis can guard Shea. You know what I'm saying? Then you got DeMar, you got Levine, you got Sabonis, who can play in the inside. And if it's they do got Hardenstein. Hardenstein is going defend Sabonis. So Sabonis have to be ready for that. But I think they got a better chance against OKC. Man, he big. All Zach Edey do is rebound, get putbacks. He's slow footed. He cannot move laterally. That's why he be in every his pick and roll defense is doo doo. Doo doo. Not much of a shot blocker, even though that nigga 7'4". Athleticism is negative. But they were saying this before the draft, though. That's why he went so low. I still think that he can improve. I'm not saying he don't deserve his spot. I still think he can improve. But right now, nah. Bane is food. I'm going to be real with you. Desmond Bane is going to be food. He big and everything like that, but Desmond Bane is going to be food, bro. Like, and if he get in foul trouble, that's second best scorer. On some nights, they best scorer. It's GG's. I think Malik Monk is injured though. That's why I didn't say him because I think he's injured, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least, yeah, I think maybe he's not. If he's not injured, that's even better. Malik Monk can give you 25, but I think he's injured. Happy to chop it up with y'all right before the game, man. I ain't did an hour stream in a long time. Rap God be telling me my hour streams are the best. So, I'm gonna try to do more hour streams. At least I don't do 5, 8 minute videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I try to do a nice amount of video, you know what I'm saying? At least 15, 20 minute videos or live streams, giving my thoughts on the NBA and everything. I also putting together a Pistons song, Motorcade. I'll let y'all hear that. I'm actually recording that now. Got a second verse on there as well. So that's gonna be coming soon. I got a Warrior Anthem song coming as well. So I got some shit definitely coming. But y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that join button. I appreciate all the likes, all the appreciation. Yeah, I got a Warrior Anthem song. Just shouting out just shouting out everybody that helped us win championships in this last decade. It's just a song dedicated to the Warriors. Not more so an anthem, but like just dedicated to the Warriors. It's called Golden State of Mind. It's a song I wrote a minute ago, but I'm definitely gonna be recording it. But yeah, um, Warriors got to get it together though, and Steve Kerr got to play Kuminga. That's the end all be all. Don't even. It's not that hard to figure out. We have seen what Kuminga does versus the Houston Rockets. I done seen it with my own 2 eyes. Ain't shit nobody can tell me. Kuminga must play in this series for us to win this series. I mean, I'm not gonna say it like that, like we can't win this series without him. But I know a guarantee we will win this series if we play Kuminga. Absolutely, we will win this series if we play Kuminga. And anybody saying different has not watched him against the Rockets. They just haven't. I'm just being real. They haven't watched him in our 3 wins against the Rockets. And I think 2 of them was without Steph. Come on, man. What are we doing? He dropped 33 against the Rockets. What are we doing, bro? That's the same Rockets team. So at the end of the day, these is my thoughts on the situation with Steve Kerr and Jonathan Kuminga. And as a Warrior fan, I'm indifferent on Steve Kerr. Hate him sometimes, love him sometimes. But this right here, I don't agree with at all. I think this is OD. I think this is disrespectful to Kuminga, Jonathan Kuminga as a man, as an NBA player, as a rising star in this league that has a lot of talent, that makes mistakes. His IQ got to get a little better. But to say, and shout out to Riv, my boy Riv at Pick a Side. But I don't agree with when he says Jonathan Kuminga is just not a smart player. I've seen Jonathan Kuminga make smart plays passing the ball, make smart plays defensively. He has made dumbass plays as well. But to just say he's just not a smart basketball player at all, I believe is too far-fetched. Way too far-fetched. That's just my opinion. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me. This been Who is Hendo with another live. And I'm going to keep pumping it out for y'all, man. You already know, man. I appreciate everybody. Everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Autism. Go subscribe to his channel. You know what I'm saying? He always tapping in. And yeah, my boy always tapping in. So I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Peace.